Hey there, YTPC, New Jersey Piper Ben here. My old Bill Murray shirt. I've had this shirt for a really long time. As you can tell, the screen print is starting to chip up and fade, but that's okay. Got some MacBaron HH Old Dark Fired. My 7LE Trevi 111 king size. This is the smooth variant. Nice classic billiard. Great smoker. I think Boca de Boint and Charlie has this exact same pipe. Great minds think alike, eh, Charlie? So revisiting the Old Dark Fired after many months. I guess is one of the first tobaccos I bought almost a year ago. Smoked it one time. Didn't know enough about really anything to form a true impression. Other than that, I was just like, it's kind of a strong flavor. Of deep, rich tobaccos. And that made sense given my experience. Reopened the tin. I left it in the tin. As we've come to find out from MacBaron tins, the rim will get quite rusty. So definitely a lot of rust buildup. So I cleaned out a relish jar in the fridge, and I'm gonna put the tobacco in that jar. Thanks, Desert Pine Piper Jim. Great recommendation. It's something I'd honestly thought about, like, repurposing jars where we already buy anyway. It's a great idea. And I just didn't have any medium-sized ball jars available. Had a couple of small ones and a couple of large ones left, but nothing really good for 3.5 ounces of ODF flakes. So the relish jar should work well. But yeah, the ODF, it still had quite a bit of moisture in the flakes, so that was good. It made me believe the tin was at least keeping out oxygen. Unlike what happened with my Elizabethan. But I did go back and check all my other round tins and made sure those were locked down tightly and the lid wouldn't pop right off, so those should be fine. But yeah, the Old Dark Fired, man, that just smelled amazing when I opened it. I don't recall being that in love with the tin note of it before, but it just smelled like the most delicious barbecue you could imagine. As I was rubbing it out, and just like, man, that smells amazing. So yeah, it's good stuff. Anyway, wanted to share my winnings from the independent GAW that Briar Report Phil and Chad Yardism organized. So I got this cool leather pipe holder. Always seen those on Etsy and things. And they're always like really expensive for what they are, so I've never really bought one. Because honestly, I don't have too much of a use for just a standalone single pipe holder, but still cool to have. I could, display a pipe in the front of my cabinet, or have it if I ever, I'm sitting out here. Honestly, what I do, just so a little behind the scenes, what's right here is basically my mailbox that's zip tied to my railing on the top of my porch. And I've got a drink, I've got my tamper and other things kind of sitting here, so I can kind of, I can use it for my pipe if I need to set my pipe down for some reason. So that is actually pretty convenient to have out here. So yeah, I got that. And the main half of the prize, one half of the prize, was this really cool pewter tamper that is supposed to be like a replica of a musket load. So what you have up here would be the musket ball, this little round area. Then you got the string that's tied off in between, and down here would be all the gunpowder. And you stuff this into your musket, and yeah, but it's solid pewter. Very cool, very heavy, substantial, almost like it's like a work of art. I kind of don't want to use it as a tamper because it's so nice, you know. And then like the detail's crazy. Like you can kind of see like how the paper's folded. If it'll stay focused, yeah. Like it looks like it literally looks like paper, you know. Again, that's gonna wrap a musket load, but it's solid pewter. So that's some serious craftsmanship. And that came from this gentleman here, Larry Blackett, and his company. And I guess he specializes in handmade pewter buttons, maybe potentially for retro, authentic style costumes and things, as you can see by the picture on the card. But yeah, there's his information if you want to pause it and get your own really cool pewter tamper. I'm sure he probably makes other designs as well. And then the last part of that was a Zippo. So got the American flag Zippo, which is very cool. I love that a lot. So again, thanks Chad and Phil for that GAW. I'm really happy I was one of the winners. And also just want to acknowledge all the entrants too. Some great entries, some great content, some great sort of opportunities for contemplation that GAW provided. All of them were great. I definitely remember one Noggin's explanation standing out really well. I really loved his contribution to that. Yeah, I'm gonna get my pipe relit and try to keep this video as short as possible. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Be excellent to each other.